Saturday today. We're still in the middle of the cold snap that's happening. So right now it's minus 20, 25-ish. I was just out there. I took some things out to the garbage. It is cold. Um it's supposed to warm up next week though, so I really hope that it warms up everywhere because I've been hearing reports from some of my cousins that live way up north, and it's minus 40. With the wind chill, it could get up to minus 60. And I have lived up in that. That is incredibly cold because just the fact that your face is outside, even if you have everything covered up and all you have is your little eyeballs sticking out, it's cold because your eyelashes are all frozen. It is, you know, really hard to live up north like that. And, for us Southerners, it's hard too because we're not climatized to that. So for us to go out and that, I get prepared because I've lived in the cold a lot. I hate being cold. I bundle up. As you see, I'm always cuddled up to blankets and stuff because I like to stay warm. But one of the things that I want to talk about today is why I'm doing this channel, and that's loss. Um, Last year was really hard, and the beginning of last year, I don't know if a lot of people know this because I don't talk a whole lot about what's going on in my life, but I lost my dad in the beginning of the 2020. And so everything that happened afterwards it was compounded to the maximum because of that first loss. Like just the beginning of the year, boom. And then everything else happened. We moved into February and March, and that's when everything started shutting down. I was away in the city going to school, and so then I had to transition from going to school to online learning, getting on my computer, trying to figure out how to continue my studies. I was doing upgrading at the time, so I'm talking physics and math and things that I'm really, really not great at, all of a sudden having to go right to the computer. So that was a big upheaval. I was under a lot of stress. I had this loss. I had all of these obstacles to start overcoming. And I think part of having all the obstacles, it kept me busy and it kept me from really feeling the maximum load that loss had left. And so when all of the school was done and I had a chance to breathe, I think that's when it all started to hit me really hard. And so at the end of the year, I started getting so crushed. I guess the word would be crushed because it was just, it's just that weight of everything. All of a sudden, I had to deal with it. The stuff that I didn't have time for before, all of a sudden it was just on me. And it was difficult, but I just kept going. I thought, you know what, as hard as it is, I thought my dad's really proud of me because I stuck it through. I finished school. I did my absolute best. I was top of the class. I made it, as hard as those obstacles were. I did my absolute best during that testing. And then I think I let myself have some time to really just hurt for a while and be sad and angry and crappy and depressed. It got bad for a while, I think, because it just overwhelmed me a bit. And then I thought, it can't keep going on like this. I decided not to do anything for Christmas. I was so disappointed in the whole year. I didn't get to go to see anybody. It was illegal in Canada to go and visit at Christmas. So I just decided I did not want Christmas that year. It was too much. So I just alleviated all that by deciding I don't want Christmas. We just had a discussion, and we've decided not to do Valentine's either, because we're home every day with each other. So it's not like, yeah, let's go do something different. That's no point to it. For me right now, I just want to have a regular day, a consecutive row of regular days where there's not a bunch of really harsh events happening. And it just seems that, I keep thinking there's going to get a time when it's going to ease up a bit, and it's not getting there. So I'm just going to, power through as best as I can with the best attitude that I can have. One of the reasons that I started to think about doing this channel and talking about things is because a lot of people tell me they don't know me. I don't open up. I don't say things. Even though I have so much to say, I have a lot of great things that I could be saying. And one particular event that happened this year is towards the end of the year, when I was feeling this loss of my dad that happened, and so these are all events, right? Like, it was a past event that happened, and then as I was mourning this, another event occurred. So I'm already in a space where I'm extremely sad. There's a lot of pain happening, and I experienced another loss. And what it was is probably going to surprise a lot of people, because it was the loss of an ex-boyfriend of mine that I knew in my youth. And it was not the best relationship. And I could smile about it now because, it's over, right? I made it through. It was, it was a teenager relationship. We were very young children when we knew each other. And so in my mind and in my memory, when I think of him, I still see him as that young man. And that's very important to the story, because, when he passed, the pain I felt in that was the death of all those dreams and all the things we talked about when we were young. And it just hurt me so much to think, I'm the only one that knows about those dreams that he had, the dreams that I didn't see him fulfill in his life. And it makes me really sad to think that, there's all these memories people have of people when they pass. But the most sad thing is, when you feel that loss of those dreams, and that idea that, when you're young, you could do anything. And I realize, we're the same age and a lot has happened over time. But just that idea that those dreams are gone forever and nobody else knew about them but me. And how sad, how very sad, and that was so different from the feeling I had when I lost my dad, because that feeling was, we knew it was coming. It was still horrible when it happened. We knew it was going to happen. So we had that idea, like, he's lived his life, and he talked to us about that a lot. And he said, you know what? I did everything I wanted to do. And he did. We lived a really great life with my dad. He was wonderful. And at the end, it was okay for him to go because he was tired. He did everything he wanted, the traveling and all the things that he thought of. He tried to pack all of that into his life. And maybe he didn't get 100% of everything done, but damn it, he tried. He just kept going. And and I thought, for me, just that juxtaposition of, you know, at the end, are there going to be dreams that I didn't fulfill? Dreams that somebody else knew about, and you know, they just thought it was so sad that I didn't get there. And the thought of that is very troubling for me because I have so much that I do want to do. I have so many things that I want other people to be able to do. I want to be in a position where I can help other people. And right now, maybe that's not financial help because I'm not, that person. Honestly, I really am horrible at finances because I'm so generous. I will give you anything. Like the nieces and nephews and my kids know, like, I am a real pushover. Like, all you have to do is ask, and I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. I'm a real pushover, so it's hard for me to get ahead and have that business sense because I'm such a softie. So I need somebody to, be the heavy for me and put their foot down and do the financial part because I'm too soft. um I think that's going to be okay though, because that soft character I have and that giving nature I have, that's something that I do want to share. Regardless of what's going on, whether it's hard for you financially, as it is for a lot of people, if it's hard for you because you're lonely and you're home a lot, because we can't go and visit everybody. And I'm very lonely. I live in a town quite a ways away from everybody, and I get sad about that quite a bit, you know. But there's the internet, there's the phone, there's platforms like this, to help us feel less alone in these times. And I think the one thing I do want to share is just a bit of a voice of, the one thing consistently that I have, and I know I have, and I'm not lying or making it up when I say this, I honestly do believe that everything's going to work out and we're going to be okay. And you know what? As long as we try, that's the best we can do. If we get to the end of the day and we think, did I try at least a bit? Did I learn something? Did I think of somebody? Did I help? That's the best we could do right now. And yeah, that's pretty well what I want to do. Is I just want to be encouraging to people. I want to be able to build a business and show people how I'm doing that, because it's not a regular business. It's going to be an online business. I'm building it from scratch, completely different business plan from what I had in mind before all of this crazy pandemic happened. But yeah, I just want to sort of share my story of me stumbling along trying to get there. But at the end of it, I want to be able to communicate to people that, have a goal, have a dream, have something you want to work towards, and just do it, even if it's small. Small steps. That's all I'm doing. I don't have really big, humongous dreams. I just have this idea that I want I want just a little cute business. A little cute business that's kind of a hobby. It doesn't have to be a multi-million-dollar franchise, or, it's just something small and cute and adorable and mine. And however I get there, I just think it'd be kind of cool to share that story, and to, more than anything, share the possibility that, whatever dreams you have, just do it. We don't have much time when you think about it. And we've lost a whole year. I lost a whole year, of wondering what was going on. Am I going to finish school? Am I going to make it through 2020? It was a disaster. And at the end, I just realized, with the losses I had, I don't have a choice but to follow my dreams, and it's not because I owe it to somebody. It's just, I'm thinking I don't want to be at the end and realize I missed out, and it would have been so easy to just take those few steps to get there. And I want to be that encouragement for other people to say, yeah, even if it's small, we're going to do it. We're going to have that little bit of hope that, dreams are possible. Little dreams, big dreams. Just get out there and, step towards something that you want to be doing. That's my rant for today. So this video, I want to acknowledge the loss that people have been through this year. I know so many people that have gone through loss, and it's not just loss of a physical person or a physical thing like a home or a car or a job. We've gone through losses of different magnitudes. And I think this year we need to rally up and realize it's not going to last forever. And you know what? They raised us to be incredibly tough. We have the resources to kick some butt right now. We have everything we need. We have, mental health help on the internet. We have people we could call. I, in fact, got a flyer. I wish I brought it. Maybe I threw it in the recycling already. But it was a little postcard that said 211. If you need help with anything, call 211. And it was just a postcard that came in the mail. And I think that's for any kind of assistance. So maybe give that a try if I don't know what sort of assistance. I think it was like mental health, health questions. I don't know. Assistance of some sort for this province. All right. I should have read that thing. Now I've got to go find it. I hope I didn't throw it out because I already took out the recycling. Okay. Saving the world by recycling. All right.